What is going on, everybody? Brent Abel here, goldenballhunting.com. Over there, Jeff Jacklich. Yes, the Italian stallion with the Austrian name. Guys, another episode of the Gold Ball Hunting Podcast. And today we're going to kind of dive into something that Jeff doesn't know what we're going to talk about yet, but I sort of had a little epiphany today on the court when I was hitting with my buddy Ronnie on the grass courts from 11 to 12. Something that Mark Vines talked to us about a couple of weeks ago, Jeff. So everybody hang in there with us, because this is an episode you're going to want to listen to all the way to the end.
So the big question is this: how are tennis players like us who never played on the tour, weren't incredible juniors, or maybe got a late start to the game, how do we consistently compete at our highest skill level without having to grind through endless hours of on-court practice time and still be in the hunt for the victory match after match? That is the question, and Gold Ball Hunting gives you the answers by helping you eliminate your skill level range so that you build a strong foundation of confidence. My name is Jeff Jacklich, and along with Brent Abel, my partner, welcome to Gold Ball Hunting.
Jeffrey, my man, what is going on? Looks like you're in Moraga, California.
Moraga. Had a nice day today. It's
good.
Little cloudy, a little sunny, a little bit of both. Had a good 3 hours on the court this morning with a couple of our gold ballers, Rich and then Julie.
Good.
Rich is he's actually headed out to Phoenix tomorrow for the Phoenix Senior Open, the Category 2 out there.
Nice. Good for him.
So he's in.
Is he playing doubles too, as well as singles?
Singles and dubs, yeah.
For him.
So it's really good. And then Julie is, we're changing the lens on how she views the game.
Yeah. Well,
so it's really good.
That's great.
It's really good.
That's great. Yeah. She's a great lady and hits the ball well, and is open for suggestions.
Yeah,
which is good. Which is great. Well, cool. So we're down here in the desert. We just finished up yesterday with the Crable Masters. Mark Vines pulled it out in a third set Super TB against Stuart Psyche from Orlando, Florida. A couple of Florida boys in the finals in the grass. And you know Stuart. I mean, what a beautiful player, man. The guy is just like ultra smooth. It's kind of like, okay, all right, I guess. Let's get the collar up. Let's get the collar up. Look good.
Yeah.
And just
we had a 3-hour battle at the Cat 1 Indoors in Boise a couple years ago. I think I lost 7-5 in the third.
Yeah, well, that's a darn good result.
We went at it.
He really impressed everybody this week, and it just made it kind of look like nothing major, no major weapon. But and the serve is kind of average, nothing spectacular. Yep. But the guy's super fit. He's in great shape. Mm-hmm. He's quick as a cat out there. And I don't know, there's this concept of he just sort of never misses. I wonder if that's like good. Is that a good thing? As opposed to some of these other guys, and I'm actually no one around last week, but I'm thinking of some other guys that I maybe practice with, where it's like, well, let's see if I can hit this next one a little bit harder than the last one I just hit. And gosh darn it, there it goes flying out. Yeah.
Or, gee, my opponent hit it hard. Let me puff up my chest. I think I should hit it hard back.
That's right, man. Yeah, you want to see what hard looks like? Here it is. Boom. Oh, yeah. I kind of lost that point. Guys, it's in Stuart Psyche's case, it is a beauty contest because the guy makes the game look pretty darn smooth. But that's really kind of a thing. I remember, I don't think we've talked about this for a while. Maybe we've never talked about it in Gold Ball Hunting, but I would bring it up from time to time at Web Tennis back in the day, when I would say, part of when we go out and play, or part of when we go out and practice is, can you just practice being smooth for about 15 minutes? Mm-hmm. And don't think about technique. Don't think about, and maybe you're just hitting, you may just rattling back and forth.
Right.
It has nothing to do with actually playing a game or a set or anything. You're just out there saying, what does it feel like to be smooth on every freaking ball? and forget about the result. Forget about anything about, just how does it feel to just be absolutely smooth for about 15 minutes? And I think one of the things you come away with is, well, gosh, I mean, that felt pretty good. I actually made a lot of shots. And it wasn't like I was trying to dumb it down, right? You're not trying to dumb it down and go, well, I'll be so slow. I'm not saying slow. Right. I'm just saying smooth. Just feel being smooth. And you watch Stuart Psyche play, and that's kind of the sense you get, is that there's not really there's no panic in a guy's game at all. And, and there were a couple of guys who I'd never seen play before until this week, Messers. And I got to tell you, Jeff, it was so refreshing to see guys like Stuart Psyche or some of these other guys who were such great guys on the court. I mean, I'd watch these guys go out and they'd battle and they'd battle and battle. And this one guy kept going 3 sets with everyone, but he'd lose a couple and then he'd eke one out. And yet you could just sense the whole, and this guy's from Sweden, you could just sense the whole time, this guy loves being out there.
Right.
He loves it. It's like, okay, I might lose today, but is that the worst thing in my life? No,
not really.
No. I get to do this cool thing with all these other great players, and he just battled. I mean, I watched a couple of his matches, and I know he won one of them, and then he lost the other one, and God, it was just so great. I mean, just the whole, I hate to use the word sportsmanship, but there it is. I mean, it was just awesome.
Yeah,
it was great.
Love for the game, respect for the sport,
respect for the opponent. Just
respect for the opponent.
Guy
the respect for some of the primary traditions of the game. I think is we've talked about it before. I think is lost right now. It's no longer how you're brought into the game.
Well, it's all the coaching it's all the coaching where the kids have come on. To me.
Right.
I didn't see any of that all week. I didn't see anyone go, come on, and kind of shake his fist at the opponent. Come on. Well, maybe there was one guy who did that a little bit. Let's just say he's not the most popular guy out there. But, other than that, it's just it's the way the game ought to be played. And it's disappointing to me that Mission Hills does such a pathetic job of marketing this event. And even if it's just to the members, right? If you can't get in the local newspaper, fine. Okay. I guess they got other stuff they want to throw in there. I guess the National Football League is kind of important. I don't know, maybe. But anyway, at least go to the membership and put out something and have the tennis staff, make some calls to the tennis players. I mean, everyone who plays twice a week should get a phone call and just say, hey, in case you guys don't know, here's what's coming up. And, the reason we don't have any grass courts, or the reason we're taking up 6 of the grass courts, is because this. Guys, come on out and just watch this great stuff. So, listen, I want to talk about something that Mark Vines mentioned to us in an interview a couple of weeks ago. He was talking about his plan A, B, C, D.
Yeah.
And then he goes, and if all else fails, I just go to plan D. I just start counting off balls. So I was out there hitting with Ronnie today, young Ronnie, and we played some third ball live, right? So one guy would drop and start the rally, and the next guy, the second ball was not live. So both the first 2 shots had to be cooperative. And then the third shot, it's live. You're on. We're playing. And so I just started counting. And then when we played some points where I was serving, I just served for maybe 15 minutes, just serve points. And I would put the toss off and I go, boom, 1. When I made contact with the serve, ball would come back, 2. And it's interesting that when you count, it doesn't take away your instincts for where you should play the next shot.
Right.
And it doesn't take your instincts away from thinking about, well, how can I take time away from my opponent with a shot that he's just given me? But what it did for me is it took out the the future, that little nano few second future,
right?
Of, well, what if I hope, and so,
right.
and it's just like, I'm just, for you guys listening to today's episode, I think it's really a great strategy. It's really a great strategy for teaching yourself a little bit of what or getting the feeling for a little bit of stuff that we've been talking about lately. Yesterday, we talked about trying to get some swing freedom off of a really good, solid platform.
Yeah.
And this is another way of kind of feeling what that platform is like. It's just count. Because when you count, it's like you don't rush.
No, it's present tense.
Totally present tense.
Yeah.
And there were a couple of times where, I'd play a short ball and Ronnie would come in, he'd approach, and I'd go, come on, got to keep counting on this ball, on this passing shot, got to count, and so anyway, I just encourage everyone just to do it. It's a little bit like the bounce hit.
Yeah.
The Tim Galway bounce hit, which takes all the future out, or any of the immediate past out. Well, God, I kind of shanked that one. All right. Guess what? Feds shanked a bunch.
You mean you don't go 2, 2.5, 2.25, 2.5, 3?
Right. I'm back to 1.5. That was not good.
Damn it.
Yeah, 1,
3's
2,
coming
3.
up. Okay, I can see 3 coming up. It's coming up. Okay, here comes 3.
And because you're getting higher in numbers, going from 1, 2, 3, doesn't mean that 3 has got to be better than 1.
Right.
You're just counting off the shots, and so I encourage everyone to get out there and tinker.
Yeah, it is. It's a great. Sometimes I'll hum when I hit. It's not really a grunt. It's literally, and I make an audible sound, but without a big heavy breath, but just exhale. But it's a hum, and it's a rhythm thing, and it allows me to. I feel myself. I can feel what I'm feeling. It's a present tense thing. And it's a rhythm. It's a kind of an internal clock, an internal rhythm that I feel when I do it. And it's cool. It puts you in tune with that present tense moment.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
What else is going on, man? That's it for me. I mean, it's mid-afternoon here. It's 3:00. I'm kind of on my on the down of that little
on the downswing. Yeah. Taking your foot off the gas a little bit.
Well, I went out. I went out to it's my night to cook. So, just Mai kind of goes, "Oh, great," and then she goes, "God darn it, this is probably not going to be very." Oh, that's great, babe. That's great.
That's great.
So it's always a challenge to make it taste. So I get a lot of
garlic. I guess we're having salad tonight.
Yeah, out of the box.
That's right, out of the bag.
Tear open the little dressing and put it in there. Yeah. Hey, babe, been working all afternoon on this stuff. No,
exactly.
Well,
you know what? I mean, today, just kind of in that present tense kind of idea, working, with Julie today, and it was again, who's doing what to whom? Present tense. Like, do you realize that the person you're playing is using your greatest asset against you? So that was a little bit of today's
as
idea.
They should.
Right. And so it never even crossed her mind, like, oh, I guess they're just playing better than me today. No. Let me run this by you. Have you ever thought?
And I'm assuming that you don't have quite that delivery of the sarcasm.
No, actually, today I
a little rough around the edges today, Jeff.
I was a little rough today, yeah.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, with Rich too. I called him out a couple of times. What are you, a sissy? Hit the ball, will you? Anyway, but I think that sometimes, as players, we're not recognizing that our favorite thing to do is feeding our opponent. And they want us to keep doing our favorite thing. And if we're not aware of how it's being used against us, then at the end of the day, all we do is go, God, they played really well today. She handled my best stuff, or he handled my best stuff. So did you try any other stuff? Was there other stuff we could try?
I'm glad I wasn't getting coached by you today. Wow.
So,
yeah.
So anyway, but that was, and I think it is. I think it's a blind spot for players who are trying to break through that don't have, let's say, the depth of experience, and we, as our fifth pillar here, experiences. That is where experiences become essential in this journey. Is that you have the opportunity then to realize that I'm hitting the ball well today. I'm doing what I do, my favorite thing to do today, and somehow I'm still losing this match. And why is that happening? And I think so. So again, I think it's a blind spot.
Well, that's really sort of the advanced part of becoming a goal baller is recognizing what's happening on the other side of the court. And are you sort of feeding the monster over there that's making you in your own mind think, well, gosh, I'm not playing well. But in reality, what you're doing is setting that player up to make you not play well.
Right.
So how do you change that? And it has nothing to do with technique.
Nope.
So the whole stroke technique thing, forget it. It has a lot to do with where do you want the ball to land over there? What's kind of the shape of the shot that you want to deliver to that target? And then where do you move to next? And those are really the two factors that you've got to be thinking about in terms of tactics and strategy.
Right.
It could be that, well, you love to hit the ball there, and then you love to move here. And guess what? That's not a great tactic against this opponent. So,
right.
And that's, and you can only figure that out through either a boatload of experiences, or you got to get some great coaching someone who can look at the video and point that out to you.
Right.
Which, Jeff, you and I happen to actually be quite good at.
We do.
I don't know if you've noticed that, but I think in terms of dealing with reality in senior tennis,
we get a lot of great feedback from guys that
I can't get back there anymore because I've been serving too much today. I got to stretch out my arm.
Yeah. I mean,
well, speaking of that, players guys, if you're going to be coming to the desert to play the Wilson tournament in January, Jeff, you and I were just talking about this about a half hour ago about we're going to do a one-day tournament prep for anyone who wants to show up a day or two early. And, we're going to go for 3 hours in the morning and then kind of a working lunch, about 90-minute working lunch, and then 2 hours in the afternoon. And really it's to help you identify what is your unique player brand? What is it that you do the best? How can we orchestrate a tactic that allows you to do a whole lot more of that thing you do best? And kind of find out this thing over here you're trying to do. I know that in theory, that sounds great, or that in theory, that's maybe what you should be thinking about doing. But in reality, that thing's not working out for you.
Right.
So let's work on a different tactic or strategy that minimizes that thing. And if you have to deal with that thing, then here's what we're going to do so that you just neutralize it and maybe put the ball over there in a place that now sets you up for doing the thing that you're really good at.
Yeah. Do more of that without it turning against you.
That's right. That's right. So look, guys, I want to hear from you down below in the comment section, or just shoot us an email. Let us know at goldballhunting.com. Are you going to be playing the Wilson tournament? Are you coming out to play that at Shadow Mountain?
because we would be looking at the Wilson starts on Saturday the 18th in the upper age divisions. The super senior division starts, and you can go on the Wilson World Tennis Classic website, and they actually have a drop-down menu that tells you kind of a basic outline of when certain age divisions will probably start. It's not a guarantee, but this tournament runs pretty true to form. every year. And so you can just look up your division, men's, women's, mixed, age division, and it'll tell you probably what day you're going to start playing that week. And so it does start officially on Saturday, January 18th. And so Brent and I are looking at Thursday the 16th and Friday the 17th, putting together this little tournament prep.
So if you've got some interest in it, guys, just down below in the comment sections, let us know whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, or just shoot us an email. Let us know at goldballhunting.com, or you can shoot me an email, brent@webtennis.com. Find us on Facebook. Let us know somehow, message or whatever it is, if you've got some interest in a one-day tournament prep workshop to really help you identify what makes you unique, what's your unique player brand, and be prepared to see yourself on video a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's just part of the reality.
Check your ego at the door.
That's right. Exactly right. Also, I did a coaching call while you were on the court today.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, a guy who was in Spain, and we used Zoom, and it was
awesome.
It was fantastic. It was great. So, guys, look, and it was it's the free coaching call that Jeff and I are offering.
Yeah.
Zach and I spent about 15 minutes, and we talked about his serve a little bit. He's going to send us a couple of serve video clips. But guys, we want to make the same offer to you as well. If you want to jump on a phone call with us or a quick little Zoom webinar, it's private and it's free. And to get signed up, just go over to goldballhunting.com, drop in a first name and email address, click the button, you get access to the online calendar scheduler. You get to pick your own date and time to hang out with us, and kind of bring that one thing in your game you think that maybe is holding you back from getting the result that you would like to be getting on a day-to-day basis. Jeff, what would we like to find folks to do right now?
Like us, share us, please subscribe. Let us know what you think down below. iTunes and Stitcher, rate and review, goldballhunting.com. Spread the word.
Yes.
Spread the word.
Guys, with that, get out there today. Help someone else have a spectacular rest of the day. Jeff, we're doing this again tomorrow.
Wait.
Yeah.